Okay, so our very first Inside LevelX. What we are trying to do here, first off, my name is Chris Winters, founder of LevelX. We are trying to open up the doors to everything we are trying to do as a business, as a brand, trying to be as transparent as possible. We are building out the future of player development and trying to bring baseball to an online setting, which we understand and which I'm already running through my mind might be very difficult. And that's why I want to do my absolute best in showing you exactly what we're building, how we're building it, what's currently live inside of our community or inside of our offers here, and ultimately what's coming next. We want to get current members pumped up and excited for maybe what they're already a part of, but we also want to do a very good job in showing the benefits or maybe some of the results that other members are seeing or things that we are kind of building out or starting to form, so that more people can get more and more excited, ultimately trying to build a very strong community. So inside here is what I'm going to walk you through of the starting points of what we are building right now. There are three core components that ultimately form the foundation of our LevelX system, right? We have the hitting vault, we have the power and speed vault, and we have the fielding and movement vault. All of these things are very important in their own way. Obviously, hey, we got to be able to hit the ball. That is arguably the most fun, especially at the youth level, but all the way to the highest level. It's cool to make that nice diving play or, maybe throw the ball across the diamond or get a strikeout as a pitcher. But there's nothing like hitting a double that clears the bases or feeling like you really contributed to driving in some runs or crossing home plate and, everybody being there to kind of cheer you up. So the hitting side is very important, but it's fueled by the power and speed vault, being able to understand how to move our body, how to use our body, how to get stronger, how to get faster, and everything that goes with that. And then the last pillar of obviously fielding, which is going to be started off with catching and infield, but we do hope to, build out in the future, whether it's maybe the pitching side of things or maybe going a little bit more into detail with some outfield stuff. Just so you know, I was a catcher in middle infield, so that is why, I'm essentially starting with that, but I think that's also the foundation to younger players where, hey, you see how important a catcher is towards the success of a team, but you also see, how crucial it is to be able to understand getting in a proper position to field a ground ball or to, be able to cover some range at your position. So with these three vaults, there's three sides of it, and I'm going to walk you through it and show you exactly inside of our course so you know exactly what is there already, is our hitting vault. Structured offensive development. This vault is designed to become a complete hitting development system where videos are already live and new inside of it, but they're also coming. So inside here is what it looks like if you were to join our school community right now, or if you are in our school community. So you have our community aspect, we have our classroom. When you click on the classroom tab up above, inside of the hitting vault, and again, we are just ramping this up now, so you're not going to see 100 drills here, but you are going to go ahead and see a handful of these already set up. How to hit off the tee. Now, you might think that's the most simple thing, but believe it or not, anywhere from the ages of obviously somebody that's maybe new to swinging a bat at 5 years old up to 12 years old, not understanding how to properly stand at the tee, in the correct setup, right? To be able to work through the middle of the field or other directional spots that they're trying to focus on. So we have the hitting vault set up here where we're adding drills every single week. You'll see we do move into a indoor setting over the winter months as I'm located here in Jersey. But then I'm also going to show you here while we're building it out, the power and speed vault. So we have upper body, we have lower body, we have medicine ball drills that are not yet uploaded, water bag drills that are not yet uploaded, ladder drills that are not yet uploaded. If you are currently inside of the community, you are going to see more and more stuff. My goal is that, let's say every Friday, you go ahead and check out the vault, you see something new that has been posted there over the recent weeks. Now, the cool thing for us thinking ahead is not only will these videos be posted inside of here, where we will be able to send a direct link to, or we will be able to send, members to, but we're also going to go ahead and post them on YouTube as an unlisted video. This way, nobody to the public is able to see the videos that are inside of here. There are a handful that, people will be able to see, but now thinking ahead for any, blueprints that we're creating for a specific player, now when we do go ahead and create their practice plan or their swing plan or their 3-week hitting phase, we can go ahead and link these direct videos to it, so that now all the kid has to do is, or parent has to do, is watch the video, see how many reps they need to do, or how many, we'll call it sets of swings for that player, and they know exactly how to do it, with obviously the community support there to help them. So going back to this, as our next vault here, and I know I already got into it, right? But is our power and speed vault. Athleticism, that transfers. It's great to be able to swing. It's great to be able to throw, but it's even more important for kids to be able to know how to get into their legs, how to load into their hips, how to, stop their body from moving a certain way or get their body to move a certain way. A lot of times one of the most common things as hitters or pitchers is pulling off or opening up their front side or losing their balance. This stuff is all of the things that are going to, help enhance those movements. Then the third one that I do want to mention, which you're not going to see in the classroom just yet, is going to be for our fielding and movement vault. The purpose is for us to create clean movement patterns and defensive control. So whether that's getting our first step on a chopper, right? Getting our first step on a forehand or a backhand, working on different footwork patterns that'll also be enhanced by the ladder drills in the movement side or in our previous, vault. And then ultimately glove presentation. One of the most important things that I see for younger players is we always like to call it maybe like an ice cream scoop or where their glove is more so presented like a basket. So instead of that ball hitting the palm of their glove or the web of their glove every time, it's hitting their top hand that's going to cover the ball, because they don't have proper presentation of their glove or the foundation of maybe working through it and receiving that baseball properly for them to be able to, obviously execute the play. Now, the other thing I want to mention is, as we break down these calls and as we do this on a monthly basis, like I said, it's my goal to be able to continue to build this more and more and more to get people excited for what is to come, right? But I also want to mention the things that are already here and are already live. So if you haven't already seen it, from this moment on, we are offering right now for all the members inside of the community a free LevelX blueprint call. This is getting rolled out for all LevelX members. This is support, not sales. Our goal is to help you use the platform the right way. So whether you want to jump on these calls for, players who want help navigating the platform effectively, maybe they're like, hey, I have 30 minutes today. I want to go hit. How do I get the best plan to go ahead and do so? I am struggling to hit the baseball. I'm, getting zero contact. Where do I go for some extra help on that? Those are the questions we want to answer. And those are the questions we want to guide people through. There's also the other side of it of maybe parents seeking clarity on their athlete's development path. Yesterday, I had a call with players' parents who were just trying to figure out maybe the next steps for their son. Should they stay where they're at? Should they go to another place? Should they take a break from travel ball all in itself? Or should they start to seek out maybe some different options? We want to be there not just from the development side of saying, hey, this is how I could help your son hit better, but we want to be there for players that are like, hey, I'm being told if I don't play travel baseball right now, I'll never be able to play. Well, sorry, your son is 6 years old. I promise you that is absolutely not true. There are thousands of teams all around. There's hundreds of teams popping up every single probably year probably in your state or wherever you might be located. Then it's also for athletes that maybe feel stuck or plateaued. Maybe they want that extra, perspective or extra viewpoint from somebody from the outside of maybe a coach on their team or somebody that maybe they do lessons with, and anyone who wants structure, direction, and a clear plan just in general. So when you go into the classroom section, you go to the community, the very first post that you will see when you go ahead and join our community is our, welcome post, right? Welcome to LevelX, a few steps, read through the getting started, comment on 3 posts, right? Share some encouragement. Sometimes people are posting videos of their swings. Sometimes people are posting videos of, maybe highlights. Share some love, show some support. But if you come to number 7 right here, added bonus, book a free onboarding call. I know it's called an onboarding call here, but it is something you can also use as a resource as well, just to be able to go. I might as well just show you. Hopefully it loads into here. So you go in here, you click on the day, you click on the time, and then when you go under here, share anything. Hey, need help navigating the community. Hey, can't find where the hitting drills are located, and also we're going to be able to use these questions. We're going to be able to use everything that, people are booking these calls for, to be able to answer them right in the community to make it more and more efficient. So we'll go ahead and close out of that, and we'll continue to, go through here. So take advantage of this call, whether it's a simple question, whether it's just wanting to connect with me. Don't worry, it's not my team that's jumping on the calls. This is just going to be me connecting with you, carving out some time to obviously connect and build out the community that we are passionate about forming. What is coming next? What can you expect possibly by the next, actually not possibly, most likely 99% by our next Friday, April call, is we are building more than drills. The next phase of LevelX deepens the system with structure, community, and position-specific development. So what's going to continue to build is obviously the vault. The next time we have this call a month from now, you are going to see a bunch more videos that have already been pre-recorded and loaded into those vaults. Also, the movement and fielding vault will have then been launched. But the one that I'm most excited about is we're going to be launching a mindset development blueprint. This isn't finalized yet. That's why it's what's coming next. We're working on it. But this is going to be real-time mindset and Q&A sessions with athletes. Parents are absolutely welcome to sit in the background or sit in and listen and make sure, it's not a trap for your kids. But this is going to either be a bi-weekly call or this is going to be something that we roll out in maybe like an 8-week series, where maybe the very first call talks about how the mind works and how it can control us if we are not fully in control. So talking about limiting beliefs, self-doubts, talking about conditioning of how our mind works and how things are formed, but also going into maybe week 2 is, hey, creating a pre-game routine, creating a post-game reflection, what breathing techniques maybe we can work or use inside of our game when we step into the batter's box and we're nervous, or it's a big spot, or the pitcher is throwing too hard or too hard for us. How do we go ahead and work through that? So those are things that are coming. And I want to go a little bit more deeper into this as well. Again, this is coming soon. These are going to be calls that are launched to help, your athlete or you, the parent, develop the mental edge that separates good players from great ones, right? Everybody loves to invest the $100, $120 into that one-to-one lesson or the membership or the group thing or whatever. Hey, I want my son hitting. But if your son is hitting, and steps into the plate thinking he is the worst player in the world or that he's going to strike out, unfortunately, those lessons might not work. Those lessons might not roll into it. All the cage time in the world or time in the backyard, the family time you guys are spending, might not lead to that one thing he is searching for, and that is success in the game, making his coach, making the parent, making himself, proud. So again, parents are welcome to sit in. We are planning on covering, again, confidence under pressure, tools to perform when the game is on the line, how to handle failure, reframing setbacks as part of the growth process, competitive mindset, cultivating that drive, that intensity, and that focus for every single rep. We know it. You lose focus for that one split second, and next thing you know, the game feels like it's beyond us, and we wonder how the at-bat went so quick. But also the side and why we're really trying to build out this online platform is work ethic and discipline, building the daily habits that create elite players. We want players from all ages to be like, hey, mom, dad, I want to post my swings in the community. Hey, mom, dad, I want to check in with Chris and Coach Chris and other coaches in here to share my wins that I'm getting, or the hard work that I'm doing, or the 20 push-ups that I'm doing before school. That is the environment that we are after and trying to create. Now, I will say this. I know this is rolling out in maybe a month from now or whatever, but do not wait. Check out our free Mental Edge course that is already live and absolutely free for you. There is no catch. When you go into the classroom section of the tab, once you click up here, the Mental Edge course, all of these videos are already in here. Welcome and introduction, what you're going to learn. Damn, look, there's me. Why I play worksheet. You click on here. This is great for younger players, right? What made you pick baseball in the first place? What do you love about the game? When do you feel most alive? Just trying to create fun things for players, to be able to, complete and to remember their why. Why do they play? It's to have fun. It's to go through, competing and all of those different things that come from the game. Confidence isn't given, the self-talk rewire, focus under fire. Now, I think it's very, very important for you to start to learn early on, and we're wrapping up this, this call here, is who I am and what I'm all about. For the last 5 years, I've spent all of my time helping entrepreneurs and business owners around life optimization, mindset, time management, discipline, all of those aspects. And one thing that I saw was, from the highest level of somebody making $10 million a year, how much our mind impacts us. That is exactly why this course is exactly or absolutely free, because I want parents and players to be more and more bought into the mindset stuff. I don't want the players that are 9, 10 years old to be in the spot that some of my clients are, struggling with confidence, struggling with putting their ideas out there, struggling with taking that risk. I want to go ahead and work on that absolutely right now. Now, you will notice, again, another side of me and the understanding of what these kids really need is all of these videos are about 10 minutes and under. I don't think there's a single, that one's coming soon, is 8:53, 10:38, 10:06, 8:38. Kids do not, I know kids want to play baseball, right? Kids want to hit off the tee. Kids want to hit front toss. Kids want to go play video games. Kids don't want to come and watch a course maybe all the time. But if we can break it down, if we can present it to them in a proper way, hey, one video a week, hey, watch this video on the car ride to baseball, right? Getting focused, getting locked in. It is a perfect amount of time for them to be able to consume it without getting distracted or without losing, that focus and forgetting the main purpose, behind it. So that is already rolled out. Now, I want to say this, our commitment to you, we are building LevelX in real time, right? We are adding, the vaults, we are all adding systems, we are adding support every single week that passes. And if you're already here, you're a part of the foundation. If you are not already in our community, maybe this is something that's encouraging you to possibly want to be a part of it. We want to continue to grow this out. We want to continue to build it out more and more. We want to use all of your feedback of whether you're commenting it underneath this video, whether you're commenting it on inside of the community, to make sure that we are doing what is best for the player, most importantly, but also everybody else that supports those players. So we want to provide that information for parents. We want to provide those, tools for coaches. How do we allow coaches to impact players the same way that we are? So again, thank you for being here. Our very, very first Inside LevelX, a monthly live call coming inside of the business of everything we are working on, everything we are doing, everything we are thinking, so that you know exactly how your kid or yourself, the athlete, is in the right hands, how we are caring for you, and how we are continuing to make adjustments as we grow. Keep crushing it, stay strong, and welcome to LevelX.